Greetings. What's up? It's Deborah. Happy Monday to you. Don't worry, I'm practicing social distancing. I'm far away from other people. I'm at the back of a building, parking lot. There's almost nobody here. So, I'm okay. I'm nowhere near anybody, okay? Really quickly today in this short video, what I'd love to do is talk a little bit about the lows of online networking and how you can hopefully avoid some of the pains that I went through. If you are a leader, if you're a thought leader, if you have a business online, you can't avoid it, especially now with everything that we're dealing with. At some level, you've got to network online because you just can't do it in person anymore. My name is Deborah. I help Mavericks, purpose-driven leaders, to really build absolute certainty in their ability to increase their impact, their income, their way, without having to sacrifice their authenticity, so they can actually show up and make the impact they were born to make, okay? Because so many times I see people playing small because they don't know another way, and I just want to give them another option, okay? So let's go. I'm going to turn around and go this way. Let's go over to what's going on LinkedIn, right? So if you've ever been on LinkedIn, or if you're familiar with it, it used to be super corporate and just like resumes and stuffy people, who went through and looked for your, I shouldn't say stuffy people. This is what I imagine in my head, but just, it was a stuffy place to be, right? And so for a long time, I didn't even bother with LinkedIn because it was just so uptight. Everyone had a business suit on, it felt like. Now I've got the opposite problem, where people are just randomly like messaging me and telling me how they have this thing, could I use their thing? I don't know them. We barely got through like hello, and then now they'll like weave in the coronavirus to make it seem like they really care, but it's like the first two sentences and then it continues on to be a sales spiel that's like 2-page long. I'm like, oh. And what really bothers me is when I say, thanks, no thank you, not interested, and they come back, circle back around and around until I'm like, look, dude, you're making it hard for the rest of us who actually do care and are not just trying to shove our product down someone's throat. They don't mean any harm. I know they don't, but it's still very frustrating because then I just say, hey, what's up? And someone's like blocking me. I'm like, whoa, I didn't do anything, but they're just so jaded because they've had so much negativity around this experience. So if you're coming in late and you are interested and you're serious about really up-leveling your certainty and how you can deliver what you have that's of value in a way that feels good for you, that you do it your way and not following someone else's canned speech, then go ahead and click on the link in the description, because the party just got started today. We're talking about how to be magnetic online. It's all free. I'm giving away what I have learned because literally I paid thousands upon thousands of dollars and couldn't learn it from other people. But my specialty, my area, because I am a maverick, is finding ways to make it so that anybody can find their own way. That's my job. That's what I do every day. So what I've basically done is taken the things that no one could teach me, they were doing, but they couldn't teach me, and I'm teaching it. So that you don't have to go through quite as much. You're still gonna go through some pain, but maybe not as much as I went through. Okay, so back to the drama of networking on LinkedIn. Same thing on Facebook, not as much because I really, I'm very careful about accepting friend requests. I'm very particular. I have a very simple protocol that I use to screen, and it's not judgy. I treat everyone the same. Everyone gets the same message, which feels good for me. I don't like, judging somebody based on their image on their profile. I don't really like doing that, right? So I try to find formulas that I can feel good sharing with anybody, and it's respectful, but at the same time, I can weed out whether you're just trying to spam me or whatever. I don't know. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on. I don't even want to know what their reason is for them reaching out to me. Anyway, I digress. So that's one side of things. The other side of things that really bothers me is when I hear people saying, I get crickets, I don't know how to get to talk with people and really get people who want my products. Nobody wants my products. I've heard it's because of the part of the country that I live in, it's because of my skin color, it's because of the laws that have been passed in this state. I've heard all of it, and it all bothers me because it doesn't have to be that way. It just could be so much more easy. And it bothers me because I know what I went through. Before I went into online business, I was a minister. I was an engineer. I'm really good at dealing with people. I was like, why is this so hard online? Like, why is it so weird? Why do I keep getting these gross conversations with people? And I felt like, I don't know that I want to do this anymore. There was 1 month in 2018, I curled up in a ball in bed. I got up to take my child to school, like do the dishes, take a shower. That was it. I did not go anywhere. I didn't talk to anybody. I was done. I had zero capacity for actually showing up for a business. I think I put out one offer, and it had crickets. It was like maybe 2 people said, "Oh, I'm sort of interested," and then they ghosted me. I was like, that's typical. I stopped all marketing. I stopped all of my presence online because I was so exhausted. So that's why it bothers me when I hear people say, maybe I should just give up. I don't want to quit, but I feel like I have to. I don't want that for anyone, because it doesn't have to be that painful. Okay? These are simple things. I mean, you're talking to somebody who can help people who are at the brink of divorce, in separate houses, filing out the papers for divorce, to get back together, happier than ever, living together again in months. So why was it so hard online? It was because we didn't have the right tools. We weren't really shown. The people who are successful at it, it's not their fault. A lot of them just don't know how to convey that to people who have a different personality type or style than they do. So the only people who really truly benefit are either people who there's a special gift, a superpower, where people can absorb a teacher's wisdom. They can just absorb it and just copy it, and they can just they can perfectly mimic, almost like a parrot, right? Like they can perfectly mimic another person. And then there's other people who their style just matches the teacher's. Those people succeed. For those of us who are Mavericks, for those of us who just happen to be different from the teacher, it can be extremely frustrating. So let me stop raving and ranting now, but I just wanted to get that out because I do feel very passionately about this. This is a really serious topic for me. And I want people to understand that it doesn't have to be that difficult. And that's what we're going through in our group this week. So to wrap up, what's the solution? The solution is 3 things. The first thing is you have to be really, really, really confident and clear in what you're offering, the value that you bring, that nobody else on the planet but you can bring to the individuals that you're speaking with or interacting with. Second of all, you also have to understand where other people are coming from. Like, I've had to really go back in my head and say, no. This person is responding to me this way because of all the other people, like the ones that I had to encounter on LinkedIn, who just wanted to shove their products down their throat and they weren't appreciating. I get it. So it helps me to really start to put myself in the other person's shoes, from the standpoint of why they may be so defensive, and just understanding this isn't the right time for them, or it is, or whatever. Okay. And then thirdly is to really be able to create something that is truly of value. And I don't mean like your standard lead magnet that gives you half of a solution and then leaves you hanging. I mean truly solving a problem. Now, some of these skills I've developed over trial and error, and they're not going to work exactly for you as they did for me. You're going to have to find your own way. And some of these skills are not mine at all. I learned them from other people. So if you're looking for other resources, I have excellent business resources where you go and they will take you from zero to hero as a business owner online, having a complete business program, a complete business that works, that does what it's supposed to do, that gets the information it's supposed to get. If you need those resources, let me know. I will absolutely send them over to you. I'm forever grateful to these people. I've talked about them before, so I'm happy to share that. However, for the things that only you are going to be able to customize, I invite you to join us in our group. So to wrap up, I hope this was helpful to help you to see that there is a solution. You don't have to bang your head against the wall when it comes to online networking. If it isn't comfortable for you, it can become so, and it doesn't have to look like anyone else's version. It can be your own. And if you need some help doing that, that's what I'm here for. That's what the community is here for. And that is what we're doing this week. We're talking about how to become magnetic online. It is 100% free. And if you invest the time and the effort to listen, watch, and engage, I'm very sure that you're going to be very happy with your investment. You're going to get the return on that. Okay, so if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you know somebody who could benefit from this, please share the video and join us in the community. We'd be happy to have you. Excited to be able to know more about you. Much love. Bye.